What's going on, guys? Wanted to shoot a quick video, show what the cows are in today. Grazing what is probably by far our most lush and thick pasture right now. The only reason you can even see the cows in here is because I ran all over this with a four-wheeler yesterday looking for a calf that was missing, and we found her, but she just showed up on her own. She was playing hide and seek all day long. Mama was bawling for her all day. Thought for sure we had a coyote incident, but nope, she was just hiding somewhere no one could find her, and all of a sudden she just popped out end of the day. So want to show you guys our shade mobile. We got the design from the Joel Salatin's book Polyface Builds, and have been really happy with this. This is the first time we're actually using it this year, but we used it almost all of last year moving it around. So what we did was, on an auction, we got some old running gear that probably had a spray tank on it or something like that. We took out the old I want to say axle. It's not axle. Somebody can tell me with this, but the centerpiece, we took out the old one and put it in this much longer one. I think it's 20 some feet long. You can see the whole thing there. All right. And then from that point on, we kind of had to do, I'm not great with metal work. I don't weld or anything like that. And a lot of the details had some requirements for some welding and cutting and whatnot. So just cutting in the hole for that bolt and that pipe, that was enough metal work for me. But I can cut lumber and frame stuff up decently. And we had just built a pole barn on our hog and grain operation, and we had some leftover beams from that. The post is a post frame pole barn, and we had some leftover parts and pieces from that, and it worked out fantastic as a main structure for this. You can see this is one of the 3-ply beams. So on a pole building, this is what our upright posts were that did all the work. I just cut it down and built a frame. And then these are just 2x4s, but this is doing our, let me see, this is doing our heavy work right here. And it bolted perfectly right into the attachment plates of the running gear. I had some lighter, just 2x posts, just 2-board post members that I use for my uprights. And then I did all the framing pretty much up top, just like the book called for. And I am going to do one modification on this. I'll show you here. They attach the shade cloth, which we got an 80, I think it's at least an 80% shade cloth, and I like it. I wouldn't recommend any less. Anything is better than nothing, but anyway, the thing I'm gonna change about this design is they just attach the shade cloth via some 2x4s on top of the rafters. They just pinch it together there. And with our experience on the flower farm and doing high tunnels and stuff, we are familiar with wiggle wire and wiggle wire channel. And we actually, so you can see right here, this has already come undone. Let's see if I can, that it came undone from that 2x4. Look, it ripped out. Wiggle wire would not do that. So we're gonna we have one of our tunnels got knocked down by a snowstorm this winter, and we took it out. But I saved the wiggle wire channel. So at some point this summer, I'm probably gonna wait until it's more of a problem, because there's always projects that go on the farm. But at some point this summer, I'm gonna run wiggle wire channel all the way down these, where's my hand? These rafters. So, wait, it's hard pointing and directing when you're doing the selfie mode here. So, yep. But yeah, they're doing really good on this. We've got 8 calves on the ground. We're hoping for 6 or 7 more. This calving season is way too spread out. Let me turn around here so you can see the cows. Way too spread out. It shouldn't be this spread out. We think it's just our bull was 9 years old, and I and we have some heifers that he was breeding, but I just don't think he was getting them all covered. So he went down the road. We got a new bull. Excited to see what he can do. A new old bull. He's a 7-year one, but I mean, he's in fighting condition. He looks good. So, and we got plans on a younger bull next year. He's already a calf on the ground. We already got eyes on him, and he looks pretty sharp. So hopefully that comes true, and we'll have something that can be more for sure to get everything covered for the next few years. So anyway, this calving season is way too spread out. We want everything in that 45-day calving window, and the earlier the better, because that means you're hitting that 45-day calving window allows for 2 heat cycles. 2 heat cycles. And if anything doesn't get bred in their first 2 heat cycles, that's not the fertility we want to keep in our herd. So we're trying to push them a little harder than that. So yeah, that's what we're doing. You see, we got orchard grass and alfalfa. All types of stuff. Obviously, giant ragweed. I mean, this is diverse. It is lush. I probably gave them too much to get a good total graze on this, but I really don't want to push them super, super hard. It's a little, you can see a lot of seed heads out here. It's a little over mature, but there's plenty of good green vegetation in here. We've got I'm gonna say a solid 7 days of this in front of us, and it's perfect timing to be, and then we're gonna start hitting our first pass regrowth on the year. The stuff that we graze right off the bat, it's pretty much recovered. One more week ain't gonna hurt it any to get it fully recovered, and that's gonna be nice and lush and green. We'll move our shade structure out there because we don't have any trees. We're gonna be sowing a cover crop next week of Sudan grass and Milo. The Sudan grass is gonna be our late July through August, September grazing. So we might run into a bit of a lull when we go through this second graze here in middle July. You know, we might hit a point where we actually do have to feed some hay because this excavator work is taking out some of our vegetation that we would be doing, but I don't know yet. Well, maybe we'll get through without having to feed any of our hay. Our hay probably needs to be fed. It's sitting outside and it's starting to get worse and worse and worse, but this time of year when you got good lush green grass, I just would prefer to graze it. So anyway, we're set up to get all the way into winter, and then we'll be grazing that Milo hopefully in the winter. Hopefully it comes up. We're not drilling it, we're just broadcasting it into standing wheat, harvesting the wheat over top, so it's just like straw, just like when you seed a yard and you broadcast and you put straw over top the grass seed. Same thing, and then put an application of hog manure on top of that. This method works fantastic for the Sudan grass. Already know that's going to be a bumper crop. It is every time. Hoping the same thing for the Milo. We're going really heavy on the seed rate on that, but if that happens, really excited about the winter grazing that's going to afford us. So covering a lot of things here, getting a little long-winded, but it's just so pretty. I'll turn the camera around here. You guys can get a better look at the cows. I mean, they're in good body condition. There's 402. I don't like how she's sunk in on the side. I pushed them a little too hard yesterday. I mean, and these calves, let me tell you, I won't be able to find the one little turd that we moved him across the farm, and he stayed back, and I didn't catch it until too late. So I had to go back and find him and catch him because he was not leaving the area where he was at. He knew for sure Mama was there and Mama was coming back. He was not leaving, and he was spooked, and I had to get real cowboy and get a lasso out and rope him, and it's not something I do. It probably took me 35 tries, but we got it done. Got him caught, and when I picked him up, I do a bit of weightlifting, and so I got a fair judge of a weight when I pick it up. He was every bit of 150 pounds, and gosh, I can't imagine. He's had to have doubled in weight in 6 weeks. I mean, and his mama is, where's his mama? Right here in front of me. 404. She's just a beaut. she just stays in really good condition. She's got a little bit better fill on there, and she's probably, of our cows that have calved, she's probably the one in best condition right now. And her calf is no joke. He was a big calf when he came out, but that son of a gun was heavy. It was everything I could do to get his legs corralled, and my son drove the four-wheeler over to me, and we got him up on the four-wheeler and brought him over to Mama, and he was stressed out. He napped pretty good yesterday, but anyway, she's doing a fantastic job. I will, if I could snap my fingers and get 50 of her, I'd go to the bank and make it work. So anyway, there we are. Just a couple of these calves. How pretty that she is. This is the little bull calf closest to me, and our first heifer calf furthest from me. Really, really excited about her. Show you this kind of chocolate one here. If you can see the coloring around her eyes. Isn't she pretty? And that's her mama right there behind her. We've talked about this calf before. And I mean, there's not many desirable qualities out of her mama. She's got flies all over. She doesn't slick off, but she bred first as a heifer and gave us this calf, and we know her daddy and we love her daddy, so she's gonna get a shot to stay in the herd and become a mama. And man, she's just pretty. I love that really dark ring around her eyes. This camera's probably not doing it justice, but we thought she was black, and she's got this slight red undertone. I got bills to pay, paperwork to do, but I could sit here and do this all day. Now, anybody who's got any hair coat left, which isn't many of them, pretty much just that black and white one, they got a good rubbing post here. See, let's look at her. She's still got, I mean, this gal has always got the fly load in the hair. There she is. She's gonna start rubbing. There's something to rub that off. She's just not a grass genetic breed like these are. She's got so many other different breeds in her. High Park and Piney Ridge and Jersey, and it's just here, there, and everywhere. And most of these are the South Pole influence with a little bit of Corriente, and right here Aberdeen Angus, and they're just built for grass, man. Built for grass. I just think a lot of them dairy breeds, it's just been kind of done away with in them. And I said that she keeps fair body condition, but there's too much hair coat. But if she breeds, I'm gonna keep her. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna sign off of here. You guys have a good day.